Hello and welcome to my unboxing and first look at the Start Collecting Tyranid set. Finally, we're in November, so we can have a look at Tyranids for the rest of the month, if you so wish. So this is the new set that Games Workshop brought out. There is, I think you can still get it from Games Workshop, the other set that I unboxed almost 2 weeks ago, and that had a Hive Tyrant in it. It had 3 warriors and it had 10 gargoyles. Thought it was a decent set. One of these sets will cost you £50. As you can see, it comes with the Broodlord, 10 Gene Stealers and a Trygon or Morlock, whichever you prefer. It says Trygon there, Broodlord. I've already got a Broodlord, so I don't know really what I'm going to do with it. I might have him on a different base, I might have him doing something, who knows. But I mainly got it for the Trygon. Never had a Trygon before, really interested and looking forward to seeing one and building one and painting one. So let's just unbox this. Oh, that smells so good. It hasn't been sat in a warehouse for that long. That smells very nice. Nice new instruction guide along with all the rules and things. In the review, or the review of the main set, I think I will go over whether the rules in here are up to date with the codex, because if you watched my Eldar one, the Wraithguard rules weren't. Well, the rules weren't that was provided in the new Start Collecting. You had to get the new Eldar codex, which was a shame. But hopefully these rules are the same as in the codex, and we won't have any issues. So yeah, you got the usual sort of guide. You got these Gene Stealers, 10 of the little ones. Oh, this is a new thing. They haven't done this before. Wow. So they're putting an advert. Wow. So they're actually putting an advert in to expanding it with some. I'm a big fan of this. This is great. I did wonder if they were going to do this, and they are. As you can see, look, Tyranid warriors. So they're advertising those Venothropes and the Carnifex brood. Yeah. Yeah, brilliant, excellent, and that's in the codex as well. So that's great. So we've got the Gene Stealers, Trygon, and the Broodlord, which is very easy, straightforward model to build, just one page. But the Trygon is probably the hardest one. It's certainly got a load of pages there. And Gene Stealers, look at Gene Stealers, so easy to build. Look, just the heads, the bodies, one leg, and the arms. That's it. So they're going to be quite a straightforward set to build and get going with. So this is the Broodlord itself. You've got the base part, this capillary tower type thing jutting out from the ground. You've got these huge claws and arms, these long legs, and another set of arms, and these big claws on the feet. So there you go. That is that Broodlord. You've got some bases. They're just, I think they're the Gene Stealer ones. There's 10 of them in there. Then you've got this. Oh, look at this lovely, beautiful kit. Look at this. So 2 sprues here for the Trygon. Look at that lovely tail. Look at that, the sweeping S, and this armoured part of the tail. Wow, that looks incredible. Look at this huge claw on the end, on the tip of the Trygon. Then you've got part of the adrenal glands, it looks like, or toxin sacs. You've got part of the carapace there for the main body. You've got this lovely sprue here. Look at the size of these claws. Very nice and sharp and pointy. Going to look incredible in my my colour scheme that I'm going for. That's even sharp there. Wow. Adds to the realism of the model. And this huge jaw. Look at the teeth, the individual teeth. Incredible. And this top part, I think, for the head, different sort of headdresses. And look at these fangs for the Morlock, if you choose it to do this way. And then that's obviously his balls, isn't it? Let's face it. No, it's not. These big scything talon type things, and some little ones, and then lots of spikes. Many spikes. Really nice looking kit. 2009, can you believe it, guys? I think it originally started off as a Forge World model in much the same way the Baneblade did, actually. That was originally a Forge World model, and the Shadow Sword, actually. But then after a while they brought it out in plastic, so it's an 8-year-old model. I didn't think that it was that old. Other Forge World models that I wish that they did bring out in plastic or change is the Avatar, obviously, for Eldar. The Forge-World Avatar is beautiful. And also for the Tyranids, the Dymachion, or Dymachion, however you want to pronounce that. That's kind of like a Wraith Knight almost size model for the Tyranids, which, you know, Tyranids have got some nice big sort of creatures, but that Dymachion in plastic would be their sort of version, and I think that that's what they're missing in this release. They're missing like a big Lord of War. I think every army should have a sort of Lord of War like that. Most of the other armies do, don't they? Let's face it. Or can, like, you know, you can have Sisters of Silence with an Imperial Knight, or Mechanicus with a Knight. Even Tau have, you know, big sort of robots and things. So anyway, here are the Genestealers, standard kit here. Oh, I forgot to say when the Broodlord was out. The light is fading in here, but it's 2013. So can you believe it? That is actually 4 years old now, that Broodlord. So the Genestealers, wow, this was way back in 2004. So 13-year-old sprue, an 8-year-old, and a 4-year-old sprue. So 13 years. You know, where do you draw the line? When do you start calling this a start collecting repackage rather than, you know, a start collecting, oh, new release, when you've got a sprue that's 13 years old? Anyway, this is the other sprue. So you've got plenty of claws and arms. I think I've actually made these. I think these came in one of the sort of boxes that had 2 armies. I think it might have been the Space Wolf one, I want to say. But either way, these are the Genestealers from 13 years ago. So that is the 2 sprues for Genestealers for the 10. And then you get the 2 bases, one for the Broodlord and one big oval base for the Trygon. So that is a great start to Nidvember if you've already watched the unboxing and initial impressions of the Codex. As I said at the start of that video, obviously I've got these 2 sets of start collecting Tyranids and a few other models that you may have seen in the preview, and I'm spraying them and I've been trying some colours out, and I've settled with a colour scheme that I like, and I'll try and do a painting tutorial for them. People really like the Death Guard one, and I'm really humbled by everybody's sort of feedback. I do thank you, all the people that sort of leave the comments and the likes and all the rest of it. It does motivate me to continue this channel and to continue all of these videos. But as with the Tyranid Codex, please do put in the comments for this video any other Tyranid models you'd like to see, whether you want to see a Tyrannofex or a Tervigon or a Tyrannocyte or a Harpy or even a Dymachion. Who knows? Please do put it in the comments below. And don't forget, I will be releasing videos on Tyranids all through this month. It's Nidvember. So thank you for your patience for all these releases. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you for watching. For the Norn Queen.